everybody, this is Robert with Deep Thoughts Cycle Blog, and long time no see. I'm going to ride on my morning ride home from Tesla behind me, okay? See the horses over there in the wild? Can you see them? That's pretty awesome, huh? So it's been a long time since I made a video on my bike, and I'm going to try to do it again with my helmet on. It's about 39 degrees or 40 degrees right now. So I'm wearing my gloves here. They're not bike gloves, they're just normal gloves, right? So sorry about that. I hope the camera's working. And let's see if I can get this online or not. I don't know if I can. No music, sorry. That's way in the future, maybe. So, thanks for tuning in. I don't know when I can get this online. And I hope the video is clear and not crooked. And I'm a little bit tired. So before we start here, let me start by saying that you know, this should be about an hour and 35-minute ride. I hope I don't get any flat tires. We're going to talk about tires later on. As we leave the Gigafactory Tesla. This is a 26-mile ride down the I-80 mostly. And pretty morning. I've just started riding recently. The last couple of weeks, you can check out my Strava to see my exact riding history. The weather got a little bit bad lately, and I didn't have the time to pack the clothes that I need. We're going to talk all about that, but first, I have to say a couple things. Everybody knows that I've always been pretty open on my blog. If you followed me in the past, and I left no stone unturned, and that's just in my nature a little bit, right? So right now, as we continue this journey and all the rides that are up ahead in our path, I have to be careful and sensitive about what I speak about. This is not a Tesla blog, okay? Just because I work at Tesla now, I do not want this to be misconceived. I guess I probably could make a blog about Tesla if I wanted to, but I'm subject to an NDA, and I very, very much want to honor that NDA, and I don't want to break it in any way. If you, anybody watching this video, employee or otherwise, I don't know why I know employees. I don't think anybody at Tesla knows about my blog. I guess they do know about, but I guess from what I know, I'm the only person who rides to work, right? But if you see anything sensitive, let me know, and I will immediately take down the video. I in no way want to put any sensitive video or any video material about Tesla. That is absolutely not. And my views in no way represent Tesla's views as an employee. My opinions are only about me and my life, not as representative of my job, or do not represent the company I work for. And I will have to say this every time, I guess. Yeah, what else? Yeah, anytime I talk about Tesla, it will be in reference to what is in the general domain, okay? It's so pretty out here. Blue skies. I gotta be wearing some, it's like 7 degrees Celsius, 6 degrees Celsius. The winter weather in China. I will only try to talk about stuff that is well known, okay? So, I just finished my shift right now, and I'm not tired to the point where I'm going to crash my bike. It's been there before. Probably tired to the point that my IQ is a little bit lower than normal. So I'll make some videos going to work in which I'm about 15 minutes faster than when I come from work. And right now, my bike is carrying a lot of heavy gear, cold weather stuff, so I'm slower than normal. Camera, I don't have my external battery, so it's not going to last the entire ride. I should check just to make sure it's on. I hope we don't get any flats. Sorry about that. But so first of all, I guess I have to talk about my work. And just as a human being, like I said, please remember that, because I work a lot, so I talk about what I know. Right? So what does that mean, I work a lot, everybody? What does it mean? Well, I've been working about 6 hours a day, 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, since I first started in October. And no, it's not forced and not mandatory. I'm not going to tell you the regular shift hours, trying to keep away from internal company info, but I'm just going to say that I volunteered, and I'm very grateful that they gave me the opportunity to work those hours. It's hitting my pump, I think. So I stroked down on a pedal. So anyways, it's really hard coming to America. And I made a video when I went out to get my wife and kids from the airport in San Francisco, telling you all about it. And the video in the car was too long for one SD card, so I switched it out to my second SD card in the car. There was from one of my kids' games that I bought them. And my wife lost the original SD card. It was really disappointing for me because I drove through Tahoe, over the mountains, and I had video of when I first found my house and everything else. I had a really important video that was never published because I was working, and I was really sad that that footage was lost. My wife vacuumed the SD card out of the car. I'll tell you all about that. However, I have a feeling we'll have time to ride again, right? Here we are riding. Time to speak. So I'm going to talk all about that stuff, but I had to work really hard to meet the immigration salary requirements to sponsor my wife and our household size. And I mean, I came here with a bicycle, everybody, and a bike trailer, and very little more. And I'm going to talk all about that, but let me tell you about Tesla. Get this out of the way, what I do. And well, I'm tired. I wasn't going to do a vlog today, this morning. I wanted to do it coming to work when I was fresh. My camera had no battery, so I had to charge it at work. I'll do it right now, right? I'm riding towards Reno right now. When we do the ride going to work, we should be able to make it in an hour and 20 minutes. I have to turn off the camera when we get to Tesla guard gate, to the Gigafactory guard gate. But so what can I say? A little bit out of breath, a little bit out of shape slightly. So bear with me as I get my endurance back. So I started with Tesla, and I told you guys I was gonna come over here, and I tried SpaceX. I couldn't get in there, so I said any way I could get in, and I'll spread and grow like a virus. Just let me in the door, and I knew I could work hard and advance. So that was my plan. I got hired as what's called a production associate, and I still am a production associate. What does that mean, right? Well, it's general knowledge that the Gigafactory makes batteries and stuff for the Model 3, right? And more they do. Energy department there, the drive units, and I started in the battery section, and you know, there's a lot of automation in the factory, and there's a lot of semi-automation and machines and workers, and I started a very tedious job, like meaning on the bottom, sorting and organizing battery cells, and warmed up, it was tedious. And to start at the beginning and give up everything I did in China, and to start at the entry-level position, it was humbling. I had to swallow my pride and stuff. I mean, I have to tell you, if you give me any job I wanted in Tesla, I want to start in the factory floor so I could see the line. It's one of the 5 Sigma principles, and know how everything works, right? So I started at the beginning, seeing the birth of the batteries that make up the battery system that powers the Model 3, right? And I learned all the parts from the beginning till the end. Now I can't tell you about what that is. I can't tell you about how it's made. I just can tell you that it's a long process to get the cells and get them into the right configuration for the batteries. Put them into the modules and the base of the car system, and it's a long process. I started out at the beginning, and later on I did something similar to what you would think of as quality inspector or something. I don't want to talk about the specifics of the job. And maybe you guys know it's rework. So I would inspect what I originally learned how to assemble, and it was very awesome, man. I got to see the heart, the finger on the pulse of how Teslas were born. And it's 9 months since I've been in America, non-stop in the factory. I haven't got to see really anything in the US. All my holidays and stuff I spend working. There were points when over time, and when a lot of people went home with their families, and I volunteered just to work overtime during the holidays, and it was magical when there was less workers in the factory, and being one of the few in there, and pretty awesome. I really can't go into detail about how things work, but I can tell you it's like Willy Wonka's factory, you know? Like, it's one of the most innovative places on the earth right now. And what's happening in there, well, I'm not doing a very good job describing this, I'm so tired. What's happening in there right now is magical. You guys, as Elon has said in his lectures before, it's not just the cars and stuff that are being made. It's the production system to make those cars. And wow, since I've been there, it's been unbelievably awesome. It's been a lot of changes and developments and techniques and stuff. It's like inventing the wheel. And when Henry Ford first invented his assembly line for combustion engines during the turn of the century. It's not like some sewing machine factory. It's a dynamic, innovative place where things are being done that haven't been done in a long time in America. So I've seen and worked with the batteries and the modules and the internal parts of the modules, and pretty awesome. And I've also had the luck of seeing the drive units and I've moved to see the final assembly of all, just in the last month, of all the other parts that I've spent 7 months creating. And now I see the particular department where I see the final assembly where everything comes together. And the inspection department there. And I'm fortunate that I've been allowed the opportunity to work in so many different various parts of production that I've seen and had hands-on experience in every step. And that takes time to learn. And it's definitely new for me. Working in a factory is new for me. I've not visiting factories as an instructor, like in China, with oh my gosh, I'm not doing a very good job, am I? Pretty tired and worn out, everybody. Sorry. The factory's big. You know, I've walked between 14 and 17 kilometers during my shifts before. And I enjoy the opportunity to exercise. And so that's great exercise. I need to be strong. There's a lot of diversity in there, people from all skill levels, and to have to start at the beginning and be with people unskilled. I saw a pocket knife on the road. I'm not going to pick it up. I don't think it's good to always pick up things people lose. But there's all skills of life there, and it's different for me to work with Americans again, and the culture of America we'll go into detail later on about that kind of stuff. But it's a culture shock for me to be back. So the team dynamics is challenging sometimes. I am trying to continuously learn. One of the great things about Tesla is the ability to contribute. And I wouldn't be there if there wasn't an opportunity to share knowledge. So since I've worked there, I've continuously, in my free time, created Kaizen reports and suggestions for process design changes and equipment changes, and just ideas, and just try to reach for the next level to get a better position for my children and my family's future. I'm very grateful to Tesla for the opportunity to learn and to work and to submit ideas and try to contribute. It's an ongoing challenge for me. It's really hard for me that I'm spending so much time away from my family and my kids every day. But I have to. And I'll tell you why. But I'm going to be 44 on the 29th. And let's make sure the camera's working really quick before I keep talking. Let's see here. Okay, well, pretty good. Hope you guys can see okay. So, Einstein said, try not to become a man of success, but rather a man of value. So I'm trying to become valuable for the company. And I can't tell you what I do because that's confidential. But I can tell you that there's been a strange journey, you know, to get here, and once I was driving Uber. I'll talk about Uber. There was a couple weeks where I didn't have any overtime, and I tried to drive Uber a little bit, and I can't specific to tell you about what happened exactly, but I can tell you once at about 4 o'clock in the morning I picked the last ride of the night almost. I picked up somebody going to the airport. It was a very important person to Tesla, okay? I'm not going to tell you who they are, and I'm not going to tell you what we talked about, but Obviously it wasn't Elon because I would know him really, right? It was somebody that I didn't really know at the time. But a really nice guy, nice person, and that chance meeting him somewhat led to other opportunities to meet other people. And since my time at Tesla, I've met and I've spoken with and collaborated with the most exciting engineers at the most exciting company of our time, right? I know you guys are wondering about Elon Musk, and I can't say anything about Elon. He's still a great idol of mine, same as always, has always been. Just like Nicholas Negroponte, I'm not talking child, and I'm not gonna say Elon's open to meeting with people and suggestions, and he's a very great boss. And I hate to see the negative publicity about him. I'll just be brief in saying the first time communicating with Elon was for me just as exhilarating as if I had the opportunity to communicate with Einstein. What a great honor. And it was on a professional level, not like a fan level, so pretty freaking cool to be a part of what is happening in history right now. Now, a lot of people, some people I work with don't appreciate the great things what they're doing. Making history. Of course, some do. I can tell you that what surprises me, what's that? Something here I have to look at. Let's see. Piece of wood, right? The bike. Right here. Oh, the seat is loose a little bit. Fix that. Oh. Alright, so mainstream media attacking Tesla. That's really it's really a shock to me. I mean, I can tell you as person working at Tesla that even if I didn't work at Tesla, man, the news is crazy. They have no idea what they're talking about. And as an American who just returned to the United States, gone a long time, thought you're gonna make America great again or some kind of slogan. And this is an American modern success story, what we're doing in there. The teams of people from all levels of life, and the workers that I'm working with. You guys have no idea. Mainstream media, they're doing great, wonderful things. We are making so much awesomeness inside Tesla, and I'm pretty sure anybody that's ever bought a Tesla can tell you their experience with the automobile. And I mean, Tesla's got no advertising, and they're the number 3 car in California or something. I mean, this is about so much more than a car brand. This is an innovative new era. This is like, you know, why am I speaking about Tesla? Well, if I didn't speak about what Tesla's doing, forget as an employee, that'd be like when we converted from well oil to burning oil and gasoline to burning electric lamps in the streets, and the advent of electricity as it stopped cities from being burnt down and fires, all the innovations that came with electricity. What is happening in Tesla and our company is a great wave of innovation, the likes of which America has not seen since the Industrial Revolution. And the thing is, America should be embracing this. We should be the world leader. We are the world leader. Tesla is leading American industrial production and creating the most innovative platform that exists. The most innovative driving technology of our generation and of generations before us. As we look at Tesla's mission to, I'm so tired, sorry. I'm gonna misquote the mission, but the mission is to accelerate the transition to renewable energy. I mean, clearly, you don't hear the fact that Elon is quite successful in accomplishing that. With every car company out there that is releasing electronic cars and fighting to be the next Tesla killer, do you think that would be happening right now? If Tesla did not go against the grain and do what it's doing right now, you hear about slow demand and this problem and that problem. Let me tell you something, there is no problem with Tesla. I agree with Elon's earlier. So the problem is people at Wall Street, part of the old system, looking at it as a greed standpoint of how much money you're making instead of a historical standpoint and a thinking standpoint of what are we seeing happening right now. We're witnessing the birth of flight almost at such a level that can't be measured financially. But if you're gonna measure it financially, come on. How many Teslas have broken radiators or blown gaskets? How many oil tankers or how how many oil tankers are leaking oil in Alaska or in the ocean or for Teslas to be driven. And for the entire generation of Teslas and all the non-Teslas that are being created to compete for Tesla. Look at this. This rapid acceleration of something that is being done with innovation rather than designed obsolescence. Tesla's not giving you a little bit of an update and then trying to charge you and milk it. They're giving you the most innovative product. Can you imagine if pharmaceutical medicine, the corporations that produce generic medicine, if they produce medicine following the same destruction model as Elon Musk and Tesla's doing right now? You'd have medicine that heals you better than any other medicine, cheaper than ever. Imagine the advancements, and all the pharmaceutical companies would be angry because of this. And I can tell you, what's awesome about working at Tesla is everything we're doing has never been done before. And just being a part of the production, building the machine to build the machine, it's magical. And look at the numbers. If you think following mainstream news that we're not producing cars or people don't want to buy them, look around, man. You know, I was gonna say Tesla, we can't sell cars fast enough, but that's not true. The world is ready for renewable energy. We're ready for technological advancement, and that is demand. You see the news talk about falling demand. Are you kidding me? How many people can you imagine? No, we better stick to the Morse code and the telegraph line. There's not going to be any demand for mobile phones or a telephone system. Nah, we'll stick to the wood lamps and to the well oil. There's not going to be any demand for electric lights, right? So I'm going home right now, and I'm riding on these corrugated streets. It slows me down a little bit. When I go to work on the other side of the highway, I ride in the, I don't hit those, so I go faster. But I don't think I need to risk being hit by a car to ride to work right now, to ride home. It's not mission critical that I get there on time, okay? So I'm riding on this corrugated cement path on the shoulder designed to wake up cars. Drivers are falling asleep, right? No big deal. A little bit harder to wake up with. That's what I need. So, I'll tell you, and I'm not giving investment advice or anything else, but if you think it's easy to do what we've done, and just what I've seen in the time that I've been there, 9 months, these other car companies are coming so late to the game. It's better late than never. Because remember, it's good that they're coming. But they're far behind anything. And we'll talk about the other model electronic cars and stuff. But as a quality inspector inside of Tesla, I can tell you the standards before we pass something to go out the door for family are so high. There's so much redundancy built into our system, and testing and testing and testing and testing. This is, now I really work for another car company, but I would put my family any second in a car that we create. It is definitely safe, and it's so efficient. It's magical. It's awesome. I like to ride my bike. If I had a Tesla, I'd leave it at home and take my bicycle for my health. So I think the cars are awesome, but I'm not just a blind fan. I'm not going to the museum to see the spruce goose from Howard Hughes. I'm not going to the Smithsonian Science Museum and seeing those awesome exhibits. I'm going to Tesla, to the Gigafactory, and I'm being a part of the process which is changing humanity, and has changed it. And I haven't even talked about Tesla Energy or anything else. And there's no slowing down in our factory. I've seen production increase at a magnificent rate. And all those news stories saying that there's a problem with our production. Wow, they're way wrong. You know what I have a lot of respect for? I've never seen Elon Musk or anybody else in our company go to the media and say, oh, the media's crazy, the news stations are crazy. They just do. They don't talk about it. They just keep going forward, and headline after headline about how we're going out of business and how Apple's going to buy us. And what do we do with the factory? We do better. We do awesome. It doesn't matter. There's no stopping progress. And there's so many factors against our success. Oil companies, gas companies, traditional automobile companies, power plant companies, nuclear power reactors. Wow. The list goes on and on. And so sad to see uneducated people who receive their education from those headlines talking about how Elon is messing up this or messing up that. Like, you gotta be a scientist working on the atom bomb to be recognized as a great contributor to America's society. What Elon's doing, and Tesla, what we're doing, is beyond trying to just make financial profit. It's beneficial to humanity, and it's way deeper and way more broad than what you see covered in any of these news articles. So if stock in a company rates its value rather than contributes to society, like accelerating transition to renewable energy, then I'd say you should feel good about having Tesla stock. Buy it when it's cheap, man, because there's nothing that's going to make us fail, because it's not about Tesla. It's about accelerating the world's change to renewable energy, and Tesla is doing that, and we're doing that, and the levels that that's done. If you think you've seen the factory videos and the factory tours on the news channel, I notice that you don't see all the great workers and the effort, what's being done by these workers. You hear about the workers in the Industrial Revolution. You hear about Betsy the Ribbon Girl or whatever, the factory workers and America's industrial strength after the Second World War and during the Second World War, and how great we were. You don't hear that same acknowledgement during times of peace. All those Tesla cars you see driving around, let's make them a new generation of workers in a factory. Not just the bombs that were dropped in the B-52 fighter engines. I mean, if you want to have American pride, what's going on? Why are the news channels talking so bad about Tesla, man? This is a straddle fortress of today. This is the, I mean, Betsy the Ribbon lady, she's working in Tesla today. And I see old people, I see young people, I see engineers, I see entry-level workers, all working together as a team. And what a better job for humanity than the product what we're creating. So I'm happy to be there. Isn't it pretty over here? And so, you know, we're not working at Walmart. We're not working at Amazon. This is better than Edison's workshop. It's a fantastic work. Now that being said, you know, I'm trying my hardest, and I'm trying to accelerate and get promoted to different positions, and it's tough because I've graciously been shown and trained on many different parts and processes, and if I was doing a manager's job or whatever, I'd go there and work overtime, and I'd volunteer in each section. So, and the suggestions that I made and the meetings I had with the best team of engineers in America and in the world, I'm so grateful for it. However, my hunger to accelerate my own progress is not just, you know, I do care about Tesla's mission statement. I greatly care about it. That's why I chose, you know, like, I've always been a fan of Elon Musk, and you've heard this in my old my old whatever it's called, podcast. So I am supportive of the mission statement. However, it almost pains me to say that I have to try to accelerate my career. I'll be 34. And really, I can work as hard as anybody else on the earth. But I don't want to work so hard and be so much away from my kids. And I want to be a value to Tesla, and I've tried very hard. I hope to do my hard work. Look at that dog. That's an awesome on there. That's a truck of Ogre down there. I don't know if you guys can see it. The video's coming out. I hope I can get a better position with Tesla. I mean, you have to understand, I don't think I have a bad position right now, and everybody's important on our team. Every single job, there's people that do repetitive tasks, there's semi workers, there's engineers. Every single person in our company, it wouldn't happen without them. And I have great respect for every worker on every level. And however, you know, my skill set is different, and I want to see, you know, and the skill set I'm getting at Tesla, it's different than my previous skill set. The bad thing about driving these ruts here is you get flat tires, right? So there's a lot of road debris, and I don't have my Charlotte marathons. I have the Marathon Supremes. I'll talk about them later. And it's my goal to use some of the skills that I've developed over the past years inside of Tesla. Right now, I'm learning new skills, and the skill of working hard and you know, surviving. I'm using that skill every day. Sometimes I have a little bit of depression, and I think maybe I'm not rising as fast as I wish I could, but at the same time, I'm a student, and I'm learning. Everything I'm learning has been a great opportunity and awesome, and I know way more than I knew when I started, so I don't want to be over-eager. I need to learn, I need to do what I'm doing. I just hope that I could have a future where I can accelerate my career path within Tesla and spend more time with my children. I don't want to be greedy. I've been working so hard, and Tesla didn't make me work that hard. I'm so grateful for their opportunity, and I take every opportunity because I wanted to learn more. It's not just about the money. You know, for 9 months, I haven't seen outside of Ogre. I've been working continuously. And this kind of, it's not the hardest work I've ever done. I've never been so committed to a company like I am with Tesla tonight. Not just coming an idea. I've been committed to students though, and my research in China, and so I try to commit to the right things. Imagine we're going to run out of power soon. We haven't run out already. There's politics and stuff like that inside the workplace. I'm not going to get into that because that's like inner family stuff, you know, and I try. I'm so tired right now, man. I try to elaborate on different things that don't violate my NDA later on. And I don't know how I can answer your questions because honestly, I hardly have time to sit down. I get like, when I get home, I sleep, and I wake up and I go to work. I write reports. I'm just trying so hard to help be a positive contribution to Tesla. See all the pretty Model 3s. There's always a saying that says, a good teacher never knows where its lesson will end. I never know where all these Model 3s that I've been a part of creating are going in the world. Every time I see one on the street, I wonder if that's one of the I touch, but I also know that great appreciation is somebody on my team. There's a lot of great effort to put that American automobile together. And all these people talking bad about Elon Musk. You guys got it wrong on. He's a hero for our generation. And dare I say, for future generations. So, it's not just a company. I know it's unfortunate. It costs so much money. I believe it will have a future. Sharing that exists in China, and I'll talk all about that. Honestly, right now, I just gotta try to keep my eyes open. And my kids to the school. So, alright, so this ride here, let's talk about tires real quick. We've got a lot of time, a lot of things to talk about, everybody. We can't get to them all. But when I came to America, I built my rim set, my wheel set, with T-Swiss TK 540s, 36 spokes, and Shimano LX rims. You might remember I had a difficult time with the wheel builders. And I'll tell you what, I carried so much weight on my bike when I first came to this country. I was surprised that the wheels didn't break. They definitely did their job. Now, with the Marathon Supreme Touring Plus 700x40s, as I rode through these mountains, which I'll talk about later on, why they were wide. If I'm going to ride through these mountains again and on the goat trails, I'd rather have a fatter tire, 700x40. They did pretty good considering the front and rear panniers I had off-road. It was pretty tough. They didn't have any flats, and they were great. Now when I tried to ride to work from Reno, from right to right now, it took me 2 hours in the wind, and I felt my knees a little bit sore. I was pushing so hard, I thought, well, when I bought my home, which I'll talk about, I wanted to stay near riding distance. So I thought, 25 miles, I should be able to do that. So my tires, they just, the climbs that I was doing in the wind, I just felt stress on my knees. So I wanted to try to change. I wanted to get a lighter wheel, tubeless, and go with the Schwalbe Marathon Supreme Tail Easies that I was riding in Guangzhou. If you remember, I changed those tires. Also, I was worried about the flats. So the thing is, I couldn't find, I found it on Craigslist, I found a tubeless set of 29ers, but they were a boost configuration width. And for those of you who don't know what that means I guess the axles are a little bit wider and they won't fit my Shirley Ogre. My Shirley Ogre is 2015. So I met this guy to buy these tubeless carbon, or I don't know what they were, wheel set. And then I found out they were boost, and so I didn't know what to do, but I wanted to go faster to work, so I said, well, I'll try the Marathon Supreme non-tubeless, combined with the number 17, I think, 700x40 Schwalbe tubes, and I put them in, and wow, you know, also I was getting into shape, and it was getting hot weather, and for some reason the bike goes better in warm weather. I always go faster than I do in cloudy, cold asphalt for some reason. I've said that before, especially I said the rain slowed me down, but I was able to do it in 1 hour and 20 minutes, or 19 minutes. So the speed increase was noticeable, and climbing was easier, and wow, they're fast. I don't think they're as fast as the tubeless ones I had, but they're pretty darn cool, you know. Now, America, they're very particular about riding in traffic or something. I try to obey the rules. I'm not doing a very good job of that, huh? Yeah. But we'll talk about those issues soon. Seems to be unavoidable, right? So anyways, I splurged on the tires. I bought them directly from Shelby's website. I was nervous to buy them on Amazon. And we got here turn signal, red turn signal. So that means okay, I need to get into the ring. No big deal, I can ride in this thing. And they're fast and they're great, and I didn't have any punctures until coming home. Last time I rode, I got a puncture. I had a metal staple that went through, like a heavy metal staple, and that wasn't good. And I thought I removed it, and it sucks because I don't got time to patch tubes. So I just changed out the tube with an extra tube I had on my saddlebag, on my frame bag. And then I had another flat, another piece of metal, and I thought, well, maybe I didn't see it before. I'm not sure if it was two flats or if I didn't see it before. So that sucked. I got two flats in one ride going home. If I would have had that going to work, I would have been in trouble, because you're not allowed to be late at Tesla, man. And in 9 months, I've only been like 4 minutes late or something once, and 7 minutes late another time. But, so I was angry because I thought, what am I going to do? Am I going to go with tubeless or go back to my heavy tires that I believe in? But these are so fast, so much easier to go a long distance, and I save more time to be with my family. So I got the extra tubes in my bag right now, and I've been looking for wheel sets, and I couldn't find any, and I'll tell you about that process. So I'm riding them right now, and they're pretty quick. Obviously my rims are heavier, and they're heavier with the tubes, but they're like 400 grams, 500 grams compared to the 1100 grams of the Marathon Supreme Touring Plus, and you can really tell the difference in rolling resistance. So I'd recommend them, but I'm not completely sold on them. I'd say get tubeless if you can, and I'm gonna go all over that later on. But you know, I just can't afford, I can't tell you my salary, but I can't afford to buy any expensive rims. I got so much to talk to you guys about. You know, I had to borrow $4,000 from my student's parent, Chin, during this process of coming to the US, and he's a poor teacher, and without his help, it would have been harder to get my family here. I want to repay him, and buying a house is real hard. I'll tell you all about that. I've got a half of the video from going to San Francisco that I'll put up, but it's only the second half, so you miss a whole lot of talk, right? And you know, I got two cars now. I've got a Volkswagen 2013 Jetta Sportswagen for my wife, and a 2012 Golf TDI for me. I'll tell you, they're both diesels. I'll tell you all about them in future episodes and why I have them, and how did that be that I have a car after all these years of no car? And do I still ride my bike? Is that pretty? This used to all be swampland. I ride this route every day to go to work. Well, I will be riding every day. I've been getting back into it the past couple weeks. And I can't check my camera, so I'm going to assume that the battery's dead. I'm not going to say too much. Let me see if the battery's still on or not. Let me stop here so I know how far we got in this conversation. Oh my God, it's still on. Well, good. I want to stop talking about 120 because that's when the camera normally turns off. I'm going to keep this conversation very general because I don't want to say it again. You know, I hate to guess what I've said. You know, I hate that. But this is Veterans Highway, and this was just completed before I bought my home, my trailer home, right? And you can drive a car. It's easier than driving on the highways in Reno. There's a bike path down there on the side, and I need to be in a hurry to get home to my family, so I prefer to ride up here on the street. I like these turtle gloves I got, huh? Yeah, I know I need some good bike gloves. I seen like hand muffs or something on the bike handles, but I need to keep my hands warm. Sorry, it's cold. This was all swampland here. This is a very famous trail. There's a stream down there, and it's developed swampland. Somebody told me I was driving Uber, and I live by Rattlesnake Mountain, where the Donner Party camped or something. And I was told once, I gave a ride to a historian and told me all about it. So this area is rich in history from the Immigrant Trail, and there's so much of America that I have to discover. And I gained a little bit of weight. Actually, I lost weight when I first came here. Gained a little bit, and I'm going to lose it some more when I have the opportunity. There's so much to tell you about my kids. And Qualtok was in foster care. I don't know if you guys know about that. One of my great dreams is to work hard in a, you know, he wasn't taken from me or anything like that. For those of you guys just tuning in, he ran away a lot and he's autistic. For his safety, I helped him to get to America with the State Department. That's what led me to come to, when I saw how great help they offered him, I was motivated to come to the US to see the kind of autistic support they have from my other kids. And so I want to reunite with them and bring them home again. And it's a pretty tough journey, process. It's one of the things I work so hard for, and not just Tesla, but lots of things I got to tell you guys about. And it's been a really hard journey. And riding this bike, before I came to America, before I came to this incredible company and found the endurance and the strength to have gone through that incredible, difficult challenge, and to continue to face my current challenges. This bicycle saves my life and gives me the strength and endurance I need, the health to make a difference for my family, for myself. And I'm not going to talk too much about it right now. A lot of people say they can't believe I ride my bike, and I sadly can't believe they don't ride their bikes. I want to talk about America. I want to talk about the obesity that I've seen, and just the different things in culture shock, and my own life and how I've changed, and how coming to America is